Good morning everyone, welcome to Vanuary day 27. It's getting towards the end of Vanuary now. January always feels like the longest month, but I feel like so much has happened this month for us and it's been a really amazing month. I feel very, very lucky to live this way. We are outside Jerez in the area de Autocaravanas, and about an hour ago Craig left me. He's gone into the city and he's booked onto a sherry tour this afternoon, which is something he's always wanted to do. I'm looking forward to hearing how his day was. We did contemplate whether he would take the camera, but we decided not. So you're stuck with me in this van, trying to keep the van cool. I've had the fan on all morning and we've actually turned the van around, so this side of our van is the side without windows, obviously, and the people who made our van, very clever people, they really insulated the van very well. As long as we don't have a lot of sunlight streaming through our windows, we're able to keep the van pretty cool. We put the reflectors in the front of the van in the cab, so that should be reflecting sunlight out. It is warmer in the cab though, so we always keep that curtain shut as well, just to keep some of the heat back there. Yeah, keeping the curtains shut on that side as well by the windows, so it's kind of like a dark and dingy van, but it's just worth it to keep it cool for the dogs as well. And I'm going to be working in here an awful lot today, so I've got so much editing to do. I've got to edit tonight's vlog, which hasn't even been uploaded yet. Vanuary day, I think 26, yes 26. I've just uploaded the footage from yesterday's vlog. I think I've got 3 vlogs to edit today, maybe 4, I think 3, I hope 3. But first I'm having some lunch. I'll show you what I'm making. I've just made a chickpea salad and it's got lettuce, lechuga, it's got pepino blanco, cucumber, radish, tomate, and I've just opened up a really perfect avocado. These are Spanish avocados. We're trying to abide by the boycott, the Israel boycott at the moment, which is very easy for us because, I don't know, I never go to Starbucks. we don't really buy things, you know, like sportswear or anything. I guess like the most challenging part for us is not buying Israeli produce. Things like dates and avocados are ones to look out for. They're often exported from Israel. So, but these are Spanish avocados, which is amazing. I love buying Spanish produce. It always tastes really good. It feels kind of weird to be alone today because I'm realizing I'm never alone. Living this lifestyle. I've always got Craig right by me, so it is a bit daunting to be alone actually. We also had some bad news from our family that I'm kind of processing today. I'm feeling quite sad about, so I'm just looking to kind of get distracted in my work. I'm not really feeling very upbeat today. I always put the shell back on if I'm using half an avocado, and then sometimes I'll use like an elastic band to squash the shell on. That stops it from browning so much. That's my salad done. Oh, I might put some hemp seeds on as well. We always put hemp seeds on everything. I think they're really high in like omega 3 and 6 or something. The same as walnuts and things, and that's always a really good thing to add to a vegan diet because we don't eat fish.
Holly wanted to get me out of the van for a couple of hours, so I took full advantage of that and I went into Central Jerez to tour around a bodega. Whilst learning everything I could about sherry and its history and its production, the tour guide at that bodega introduced a story about a mouse. In this particular bodega that I was touring around, a small glass of sherry with a tiny little ladder which gets propped up against the glass of sherry is left out somewhere in the warehouse, so that all the little mice that run around in all these big warehouses, they can climb up the ladders and have a little drink of like strong fortified wine. Up the top of the ladder, getting turned on 20% ABV fortified aged wines. Love that for those little mice. I'm back. I feel flustered. It is hot out there. I'm just trying to see how hot it actually is.
It feels hotter than 23 today.
Yeah. I don't know whether I was like hallucinating. Jerez, it says 22. It's hotter than that. I was walking back and I was, at one point I was like, hello? Like stumbling into like Mercadona and like just seeing if there's any vegan tortillas de patatas.
No luck.
There wasn't.
Making you a little salad though, aren't I?
Yeah, thanks. I haven't eaten all day. The last time I ate was at breakfast.
Yeah.
I feel...
Shaking a bit?
Nah, look at that steady hand.
Want some bread with it?
See.
How was it then?
It was fun. It was really good. I went on the English tour. Some English people, some Americans, Germans, French. Like all of the Europeans just have to learn English. And it's very different between like a Spanish tour where everyone was just like meeting with each other and just running around, and like they were just like made like really quick friendships and had like a big group bond. But in the English tours, everyone doesn't really speak to one another and they just walk around in silence.
Why?
Oh, I guess that's just a difference in culture, maybe. Or the language is easy for people to get to know one another. I went round González Bias.
You want a bit of this?
Yes, please. So a big winery or wine company. And they make lots of sherries in Jerez, and then they have other wines from other parts of Spain and the world. Learned some things. I made some notes, made some nerd notes.
And you got some little bots.
Got some little bots, yeah. I got a Pedro Jimenez Dulce, so very sweet. So this is the sweetest Pedro Jimenez that they do. And there's a nectar, 15%, so just a little bottle of that. Spent a bit of time with an American couple. They were in their 70s and they were staying in Malaga, and they like sherry and they like whiskey and they like wine. So they just do lots of like.
What part of America were they from?
They're from Indiana. They were talking about a palo cortado. So it starts as a fino, but then all the bacteria that usually are present in fino whiskey making or something like wine making, they all die, so it becomes like half fino, half something else. Apparently it's quite rare, it doesn't happen that often. And then they age it for a while in oak, so I bought a little bottle of that because I didn't get to try it because it's quite rare. So I got a little palo cortado. I feel like I'm.
It works though, doesn't it? You have to do
Oh
that.
my god, I feel like I'm actually like a YouTube person. And then
Here's Craig's salad.
oh my god, that looks banging. And then I got a little brandy as well, because they make brandy there with the Pedro Jimenez grapes.
I don't like brandy.
I've never tried it, I don't think. So,
You'd think it'd be nice,
but it's not. But thank you, Holly, for making me lunch. This looks like a club banger. I'm now going to eat it.
Can you bother? Dinner time.
This is the weirdest thing I think we've probably made.
It's like a marinated tofu that we got in Aldi, like a Asian spiced one, but we can't really tell what the spices are, can we? It's quite.
Or where in Asia it's from.
Yeah, and then we've got oyster mushrooms and rice.
Sometimes in the van, dinner doesn't go kind of like cool. Like, is it good enough to eat? Will it fuel us? Yeah, it will.
But do we feel a bit self-conscious about putting it on the internet?
Yeah, I feel weird about putting what we eat on the internet because, like,
sesame seeds make all the difference. Look at that.
Yeah,
Gourmet.
Presentación.
Chopsticks.
Presentación.
Hot greyhound. Hot pug.
Hot me.
Right, it is now 9:15, just finished working, just walked the dogs, they've had their bedtime treat, they don't always get one, but they've been good boys today. And we're gonna walk the streets because I've not left the campsite all day and I feel cooped up and I want to stretch my legs, so we're just gonna have a look around. It's very lively out there Saturday night, so there's lots of people out. We won't be going in any establishments, I don't think, we're just walking around, having an evening stroll, and then need to get back. I've got to make the bed because we've done 2 loads of laundry today, because there's a machine and a dryer there, just there, so it's always best to do it at campsites because it's just much more convenient than hanging around a lavanderia all day. And baking hot today, so I've been drying load of laundry off the back of the van using our bike rack. And you're going to sleep. Look at me, the cutest thing I've ever seen.